Hi everybody. Tonight, what is it? Oh, this morning it's 12:22 in the a.m. Okay, I'm going to make 4 ATCs for January's prompt, for January's suggestion on the Scrapping Unicorn page, Scrapping Lizzie Unicorn, Scrapping Lizzie Unicorn's page. That's it. That's what I want to say. I'm going to make the ATC challenge. I'm going to do the ATC challenge. There's one challenge per month for the challenge. And anybody who makes an ATC following the suggestions in the prompts, all of your names will go in a hat and somebody's going to win a little prize. It won't be anything fancy schmancy. It will not be a Lamborghini. But anyway, it'll be a little something. So what I'm going to do is make, I'm going to do this thing. Just a minute. I got to reach. I just thought of something that I want to, so excuse my boarding house reach because I have to get up here in my, oh, this is what I want. Because the prompts are white, snowflakes, and cold. White, snowflakes, and cold. I think those are the 3 prompts. And so I was just wondering what kind of oh, good grief, should I be doing this or not? I can't even talk. Yeah, so I was just kind of racking my brain to see what I would do using those ideas. So I'm going to start with, well, I went ahead and I gessoed these cards first. I'm using the cutouts out of packaging. And so first I want a little blue in here. So I'm just going to wrap some string thread. I have a lot of thread, so I need to use up my thread because I have a lot. And so I'm just wrapping it haphazardly around the card. Artist Trading Card. That's what ATC stands for, in case you're new at this. And like on these cards, you can use anything you want, but it's best to go, when it's a challenge, is to use the items that are suggested. At least, at least those items, and then maybe more. So I'll take this. Okay. Oh, that other tape's in my other room. In my other room it is. Okay. Oh, so I'm just going to use a piece of this here washi tape. I was really tired, so I went to bed early, but then now I'm awake. That's what happens if you go to bed early, then you get awake. So I figured since I'm awake, I should do something creative. Okay, so because these are, see, I'm just going to pull a bunch of thread off of this spool. Because it is, what? Okay, what did I say? Oh, I'm making a set of 4. A set of 4, because I like to do that. That's why. So by making a set of 4, I keep one in my own collection, and then I use the other 3 will go as a Happy Meal to somebody. Just a little bitty Happy Mail, nothing fancy schmancy. So that's what will happen with the other three. And then that makes 3 people a addition or beginning to their ATC collection. I like ATCs in my collection. I've gotten quite a few ATCs sent from other people, and I did belong to a group that we swapped ATCs in. I think we were in SwapBot, and I did that for a while, but then like I get into something really strong and hard for a while, and then I quit something and do something else. So my little ATCs have been kind of just sitting collecting like dust. And so they've had enough dust. I dusted them off, and now it is time to make some more and get it started again because I like them and they're fun. They're fun to trade, they're fun to look at, and they're just fun to collect. Okay, now, and then I need to do one more. This won't take long. You know, an ATC doesn't have to take long because you don't have to go, you don't have to get fancy schmancy on it or nothing. You just kind of just go with the flow and just do just enough. And on the challenges, each challenge I think has 3. If you look in the files on the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorn page, if you look in the files, you'll see the suggestions that are on the files on for each month. So then there's only one a month. Then we're going to do, I'm going to just make you all just absolutely crazy with ATCs this year, but who knows, I might get bored with it and do something else. You never know. You never know. You just never know. But so this is what I did first. Now, as you can see, I just wrapped thread. A lot of thread. Well, sort of a lot of thread. I have a lot of thread, so I once got a really good deal on a truckload. Actually, it was a small truck, but nonetheless. Okay, so now I have the blue threads on all. Then I have this here washi tape that says, "Let it snow." Let it snow. Let's see, where do I want to put that? Do I want to put it at the bottom of the cards? Now, you don't have to make each card exactly the same. You can make them sort of the same. And they don't have to be exactly the same. So these ones are going to be just sort of the same. So I got this washi tape that says, "Let it snow." And since January is a cold, snowy month, well, not for me, but it might be for you. My son sent me pictures of the snow they're getting in Arizona. And they live in Concho, Arizona, in Apache County. And they're having quite a bit of snow, and they're having a lot of fun in the snow. They live off-grid, which if some of you might know that my son hadn't talked to me in a lot of years, but for Christmas I got the best Christmas gift ever, and that was that he called me. So now we have been talking regularly for the last couple of days, and he's sending me pictures, telling me about the children, telling me about the property he has over there. Apparently, they've got some very um, inexpensive property there, and he got himself some. So he's living in, him and his family are living off grid. That means they don't have electricity or running water or anything like that. So, but they have a generator, and they have, apparently there's a water service that will come and you have tanks that they fill up, so you have water to use. Now I have a punch that punches snowflakes, and so I just have a lot of snowflakes to put on these cards. And so I am just covering my cards up with snowflakes. Now I hope I'm not the only one that does this challenge, because then I'd have to send my own self a prize. I'd be the winner. I'd have to send my own self a prize. I don't know what the prize will be. I have not got a clue as to what the prize will be. So, but this is now covered with snowflakes here. I'm not going to make any yellow snowflakes. I've heard about them, yellow snow. I've heard people say, do not eat the yellow snow. I take them at their word. And see, I've got a bunch of snowflakes in there. Some of them are not white snowflakes. Now, should I put, just for giggle factors, put in some? Okay, now the rule of a ATC is that it should be measured 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. They can go either horizontal or vertical. In that does not really matter which way they would go, horizontal or vertical. Either one is just fine and dandy. And so, but the reason we put them at that size is so that they'll fit in regular trading card sleeves. And that's what size they are. These here, things right here, see, here is one card will go in there. So you want it to fit right in there just beautifully. And so on this, we just, should I just give it one red? I don't know. I'll think about that. I might give it one red snowflake. I know when they play golf in the snow in the north, they use a red ball. Or sometimes, oh, here's a gold one. Oh, maybe I'll use, you never know what you're going to get. But yeah, that's what I heard anyway, is that they golf with a red ball or like a fluorescent orange ball to go golfing. I think golfing is a waste of time. I shouldn't say that, because golfers probably think that crafting is a waste of time. But so, but when you make an ATC card, it's kind of fun because it's a small piece of art. It's not it, it doesn't take a long time, and you make a small piece of art, and when you're finished with it, it's finished. And you put it away and go on to something else. And I'm going to, with 3 of these cards, now when I'm done with these cards, well, not when I'm done with them, because I gotta wait till like the glue is dry and stuff. But I'm going to pick 3 names out of our address, thing, file. Do I sound like I'm half asleep? Um, Out of our address file, I'm going to pick 3 names. And so 3 people will get one of these ATCs. And then when I, and then when we start the group ones, which will be on the 7th, then I will again probably make 4, save 1 in my collection, and then send off 3. Sometimes I might only make 2 and send off. Sometimes I might only make 1 and send off none. You just never know what kind of mood you're going to get me in. Because sometimes I'm in a really, really good mood, and sometimes I get so grumpy. No, I don't get grumpy. I was just pretending. That's just a pretend. I don't get grumpy. I really don't get grumpy. I used to get grumpy. I remember one time, oh my word, I was so grumpy. I, yeah, I'm gonna put a gold one here and a gold one here. Let's see if I got another gold one in my bag. My little baggy waggy. Oh no. Well, doesn't look as if I've got, well, there's a gold one right there. And do I have one more gold one? Would I be that lucky as to have 4? Well, doesn't quite look like it. So, that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to put let's see, I'll put a gold one here. Let's see. And one is going to get red. One is going to get red. Red one. Red one. No, 2 of them is going to get a red one. Like that. Oh, I didn't put glue on them, did I? I'm going to have to put glue on them. All right. So, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, one time I got so, oh man, I don't even know what I was grumpy about. I mean, I was having a meltdown though. But it was a long time ago. It was more than 20 years ago, more than 24 years ago, because we were still living in the mobile home. We had a mobile home before we built a house here. Now we built a house here. Now we have a house. I thought I had these all glued down. But we were still living in the mobile home. So the children must have still been children. They must have still been like really bratty. I don't know if you all have ever had any bratty children. You ever been around any, but mine were a little bratty with that. They must have been bratty that day. It had been somebody's fault other than mine. But I took, and I'm going to now cut just the tips, because I don't want this to be bigger than the 2.5 by 3.5. Oh, wait a minute. My glue's not all the way dry, so I can just mooch them. I can mooch them into the middle. Pile of snow. It's like a snowbank. Yeah, that's what I can do. Mooch them. Mooch them in. Yeah, my kids must have been giving me a hard time that day. I can't think of any other reason that I would take every dish out of my cupboard, every one of them, and smash them in the floor. Yeah, I did it. Yeah. My hubster come home from work and I was stone cold tired and quiet. And my husband at the time, the father of the children, he's passed away now. But he came home from work and there was just nothing but broken glass everywhere. Kids were sitting on the couch very quietly, wondering what they should do with their mother. And he says, "It looks like mommy needs a break. I'm going to take the children and we'll go to McDonald's and get them some dinner." And then he told me, he says, "You just go get your bath and I'll take care of this when I get home." And I took him at his word. I just let him take those children. Take the children. Gosh. I just let him take the children to McDonald's. And I did as he said. I went and took my bath and cried my eyes out for Lord knows what reason. I think I was just having PMS. I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't a good day. So I do get grumpy, but that was, I think, my worst grump state ever. And then I had no dishes. So we slept. We ate off of paper plates for a while, and then I got some dishes. I don't remember where I got them. I probably got them from a thrift store or a yard sale or something, because that's kind of how we rolled back then. But I broke every one. I just took one at a time, smashed it in the floor. It's a wonder I didn't get, like, those men in the little white coats that come and collect you when you're misbehaving. But I'm telling you, I give all kind of kudos to stay at home moms, that they a lot of times they don't get out. They don't get out and get a breath of fresh air, and all they do is deal with their children's and that kind of stuff. See, I put some of that on there. I'm going to put some of this light blue too. Hopefully it comes out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, it can be kind of it. You got to have a break, or you're going to break. So I have after that particular day, thank God I had a good husband, and now I have another good husband. I'm telling you, I don't know what I did to deserve two husbands, beautiful husbands, in that understand me, and they love me even though. So that was a dumb story to share, wasn't it? But yeah, I've been there. I've been there. So I don't have those days anymore. Although I still sometimes have stressful days and stuff, but I um I don't have real bad days like I did there back then. The kids probably didn't do anything wrong. It was probably totally me. I really don't know. But yes, that too passed. That passed. And so crafting now, something like this, this is just like a no-brainer. This is just like a no-brainer. It's nothing. It's just my little cards. And if you start doing just a little something like this, okay, let me make sure this is going to come out. Oh, do you know what I just did? I put a 1, a number 1. Like if it's 19 something, and it's not. It's 2. Okay, let's see if I can put the 2 right here. 2, and make this into a 0. Looks like a D. 2, 0, 1, 9. There, that's a, I kind of saved that. But that one I'll keep for myself. 2. See, I was thinking something that happened way back in the 1900s. Yeah, that's a long time ago. It's odd how I do that sometimes. Even still, I mean, not just right here, because a lot of times in my chick book or something, I'll put 19. What year is it? Oh, that's right. We're done with the 1900s. Been done with them for 19 years. That is right, isn't it? Gosh, I hope so. Now, see, this will take all night for these to dry good. Do you notice that silence right there? Sometimes if I'm trying to be very careful, I get very silent. This is liquid pearls that I'm using here to write. Yeah, liquid pearls. It's a pretty color. I can't believe that the holidays have come and gone. Our next major holiday, I think, is Groundhog Day, right? In February? I don't know. Groundhog Day. Uh-oh, I think I've got a clog. I think I have a clog in here. I don't want to squeeze too hard, because sometimes if you get a clog and then you squeeze too hard, then it'll all come blowing out in one great big glob. There. That's better. Now, so I put stickles. This is stickles here, and that's diamond is what they call the color, and this they color baby blue stickles. I put some of that on there, and then this they call it ocean blue. That I put the 2019 on there, and so that's what I did for my challenge. See, it doesn't have to be anything fancy or schmancy or anything like that. Nothing fancy, nothing schmancy. So it says, let it snow. I just say, let it snow. I can say that because I don't have to deal with it. Let it snow. And I made 4. So then what I need to do is I'm going to make 4 backs. 1, 2, 3, 4 backs. And what I'll do with these now is I will get my stamp. Here's my stamp. This is my stamp for the back of the ATCs. And I'm going to get some ink here. First one I picked is Wilted Violet. And so that's what color it will be. And I'm going to just stamp this on here. Now you don't need to have a stamp. I just so happen to have a stamp. You don't need, I didn't have a stamp for a long time. I just wrote. But now I have a stamp. Got this from the red something stamp company. Red, I don't remember now. I don't know where I got it. Red something. But I seen that somebody else had stamps. So then I said to myself, well, if that person has a stamp, I should have a stamp. Because I'm like that. Monkey see, monkey do. So what we do with these then is this is what we do on the backs. So then when you have your cards in your trading card sleeves, then you can see both sides and you can see where did you get it, from whom, and when, because it has the title of the card, the date, the number, and the artist, which you are the artist. So you are the person that you would write that on. You would write your name. Okay, so on here I will write, the title is, what did I call this title? Oh, I don't think I wrote the title of the cards on the thing, because I'm just going to call mine Let It Snow. Let It Snow. And I'm making this in January of 2019. Number 1 of 4. Okay? Oh, and then the artist. That's me. I'm the artist. Hee And then down here, I'm going to write Scrap and Lizzie. You can write your real name, or you can write your pen name, or you can write your email address, anything down there. Okay, Let It Snow. And the date is January of 2019. The number is 2 of 4. Tomorrow, my daughter and I are going to go get a haircut. Got some, like a date. Me and my daughter have a date. We just go to Walmart and get our hair. They got hair place in there. They're about the cheapest. I mean, it's just hair. It's just hair. Cut it shorter, it'll grow back, right? Number 3 of 4. And we got to go to the feed store. So I can get my Comfortus for the dogs, which is their flea stuff. Florida, you got to make sure you keep them dogs medicated so the fleas don't get on them. The date, January 2019, number 4 of 4. And then I'm not going to glue these on the backs right now because I have a lot of wet stuff on the fronts. But once in the morning, I'm going to take and glue these to the back. And so that way on the back of the card, we'll have the information knowing who made it and when they made it and what they called it. And so that's for January. And then in February, there's another one. And each one of the challenges is up on the list in the in the in the file tab on the Scrap and Lizzie Unicorns page group. And so go to the group, join if you haven't already, and go to that file page and see where it says monthly ATC challenge, and then you can see what the challenge is for each month. And so this one was cold and white, and I don't remember, but it was cold and white. And I got white snowflakes on there, and it's cold because snowflakes is cold, and it says let it snow. And I put the year on there. You don't have to put the year on. You just put whatever you want on. And although it says white as your color, that doesn't mean the whole thing has to be white. It just means that we need some white on it. And I think almost every month I put down a color suggestion. That doesn't mean you just have to use those colors. You can use any colors you want, but make sure they have some, like in fall, they're fall colors. Make sure you have some fall colors on them. Now, yeah, if you don't have, see, one month I have unicorns on it. I think that's August. I don't remember, but if you don't have a unicorn, maybe between now and August, you'll get a picture of a unicorn in something. Then put it in a little baggie and save it till August, or make them early. You just never know. But anyway, so that's it. That's my 4 that I made. And for my challenge, and I didn't poke any holes in these or nothing. Nothing that I needed to poke holes, no sewing, no nothing on these. So I made these ones very, very simple. And I didn't really plan it ahead of time. I just kind of sorted it a little bit. Oh gosh, I could have maybe put them wings on there somehow. That would have been pretty. But I didn't. So, okay, then let me just give you a little bit of wisdom here. Give you a little bit of, where did I put my book? Here's my book. I'm going to just read a little of my positive thoughts. Ooh, look at this one. It says, power of your word. I speak and think positively. I just like to open my book sometime and see what it opens up to, because a lot of times it just opens up to something that is very important. Okay. This says, start listening to what you say. If you hear yourself using negative or limiting words, change them. I speak and think positively. If you could understand the power of your words, You would be careful about what you say. You would constantly use positive affirmations. The universe always says yes to whatever you say, no matter what you choose to believe. If you choose to believe that you are not enough and life will never be any good and you will never get anything that you want, then the universe will respond. And that is exactly what you will have. The moment you start to change, the moment you are willing to bring good into your life, the universe will respond in kind. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Good thoughts come in, go out, good thoughts come in, good reaps good. And so I want to thank you so much for watching this video while I made my ATCs. I thank you so much for watching and for being here for me. You all have been, my year 2018 was absolutely wonderful. I can't even think of anything to complain about in the whole year. I just have had, I mean, we have had our ups and we have had our downs, but complaints, I don't have any. And so, and you all have been a lot of that. You being there for me has been just beautiful, and I am grateful beyond words for that. So I'm going to let that go and let it snow, and I ask God to bless you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the very next video. God bless.